Welcome back to a new season, Season 2, Episode 2. My name's Josh Kelly, and this is ISVs on Tap. Joining me today is Kelly Loya from ecoprintQ. She's going to correct me.
ecoprintQ.
There we go. ecoprintQ. Kelly, thanks for jumping on here with us. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for having me. Having me in Kentucky.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, we're glad you're here. It's at least warmer today than it has been. So tell us a little bit about you. We'll just dive right in. Tell us about Kelly, and then we'll talk about kind of what you're going to discuss, which is ecoprintQ and some of the offerings that you have on a software standpoint.
Sure. Yeah. So I'm a ecoprintQ strategic partnerships manager, and I work very closely with all of our distributor partners and our resellers, our national resellers. And I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. So Kelly, how long have you been with ecoprintQ?
I've been with ecoprintQ for about 2.5 years now.
Okay, perfect. So you've been in this business now for a while.
Yeah.
Where were you before that?
So before I actually have a real estate background. I've been in real estate for about 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where are you guys located?
So our headquarters is in Miami Lakes, Florida. A lot of us are remote, though. I specifically live in the Tampa, Florida area.
Okay. And where were you before that?
Before that, I was in Syracuse, New York.
Oh, yeah. Syracuse, New York. Okay. Yeah. We were talking about that earlier. She says, she tells us New York. Like we don't know what Syracuse is here, so thanks, Kelly. Appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
All right, so Kelly, you've been in this role now for a few years. Tell us about ecoprintQ. What are you going to discuss with us today from the software standpoint?
So I'm going to talk about PaperCut today. PaperCut is our flagship product. We do offer some other solutions that are independent of PaperCut, but also complementary, all print management and security-based software solutions.
Okay, so everything that ecoprintQ offers is centered around printer management.
Yeah, yep.
Okay, perfect.
That's right.
That's a prep question for later, folks. Stay tuned. It'll make more sense. All right, so tell us what PaperCut does.
Okay.
Or tell what it is, and then we'll talk about what it does, and we'll kind of transition from there.
Okay. So PaperCut is a print management software solution, and it tracks your users. It tracks visibility and security and controls your print management environment. And I know that that's sort of confusing. We've talked about this before. PaperCut allows you to see who's printing what, where they're printing it. It allows you to secure sensitive documents before they're released at the printers. And it allows you to track what every user's doing so that you're getting rid of unnecessary costs and waste.
Okay. So I think you just answered the question I was going to ask. What's the benefit of using PaperCut then?
So there are a lot of benefits to using it, but I would say some of the biggest benefits are insight into what you're actually printing and what people are doing. A lot of that, and utilizing PaperCut's built-in reports, it helps you control. It helps you track what's going out and control what's going out. So you're eliminating weight. You're eliminating waste and unnecessary print jobs, things like that.
Okay. Perfect. Who would benefit from using PaperCut?
That's my favorite question because really anybody will benefit from using PaperCut. It's a very scalable solution. We help end users that are small business, enterprise, government, healthcare, education. A lot of it is healthcare and education orientated. We've got mom and pop businesses, law offices, libraries, government entities. We recently just sold some for the U.S. Army. Google's one of our customers. So because of the nature of it, really an end user that has printers and a computer in a print environment is going to benefit from PaperCut.
All right, folks, if you're looking for a solution, you have a printer and you need to control the print environment. You're going to tap into Kelly's knowledge and resources here, and we're going to utilize PaperCut. Did I summarize that all right?
Yeah, you summarized it. There's a lot to it. And there's so much more that you can do with it, but I don't want to overcomplicate it for people. And really, my job with ecoprintQ is to make this easy for sales reps and our reseller partners to understand that you don't have to be an expert on any of these solutions. I provide everybody with documents and trigger sheets and conversations and just sort of things to listen for, because it doesn't have to be complicated. You don't have to be an expert. I just want you to hear, customers talking about needing to control their print environment, or maybe IT's getting too many help desk tickets and they need help with their print environment. Just hearing these things alone warrant a call to ecoprintQ, and we have an amazing staff of product specialists and channel managers all over the US, Canada, Latin America who can help. So listen for print issues. If you hear security, if you hear print, if you hear print deploy, just give us a call early on, bring us right in, and then we can scope the environment and get them started with the perfect solution.
Okay. And we've had multiple conversations. I've talked to Kelly's predecessor as well in this space. One of the things that they are wanting you to do, and Kelly just touched on this, is pull them into these conversations. We don't necessarily need to be the experts at this, but Kelly's team, their channel team, is more than happy to jump on a call with you, with the end user, to figure out what print needs you need in the environment, whether it's an office, whether it's a law office, a school, whatever setting that might be, and they'll kind of guide you in the right direction. And who knows, there might be some additional opportunities there from a printer standpoint or a print management standpoint that you might be able to take advantage of as well, right?
Yeah.
So this could potentially expand into something a little bit bigger. So BlueStar's bread and butter is typically the point of sale space. It's typically that manufacturing logistics space as well. Mm-hmm. To me, this is a perfect opportunity. This is a perfect software to introduce as we're trying to get into more of the MSP space, right? Because that's not necessarily our strongest suit. However, this might be a foot in the door. Like, hey, we're going to go ahead and buy PaperCut. This might be an opportunity to buy a Zebra printer or a Zebra scanner, mobile computer, whatever else, and it can expand that sale. So that's how I view this. Would that be fair?
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fair. And adding our software solutions onto these hardware deals, it really benefits the customer relationship long term too, because now you have stickier deals. You've got recurring revenue because PaperCut is something that your customers are going to want to renew. And so now you're continuing that relationship with them. They're going to come back to you for their renewals and hopefully come back to you for their hardware too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right on. So if you have somebody in the office, like, I don't know, maybe his name's Marco, and he prints personal documents at work that he shouldn't be, or way too much color print, PaperCut can nip that in the bud, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Right. We can see what all of your end users are printing, where they're printing it to. PaperCut comes stock with 80 built-in reports, so whatever you want to look at, we can set it up for you.
Yeah, Marco's days are numbered when it comes to egregious printing habits.
Poor Marco.
He's done. All right, so sorry guys, a little bit of levity here. So ecoprintQ, I said ecoprintQ in the beginning because I knew Kelly would correct me. ecoprintQ has a suite of software packages or software that corresponds with PaperCut, right?
Yeah. One
of the things that sticks out in my mind, and they actually partner with some of our current hardware manufacturers, is I think it's a program called AuthX.
AuthX, yep.
And which I believe you have to badge in or scan in or code in to get a secure print job released. Is that right? Or is that oversimplified? I'm wrong.
So AuthX is independent of PaperCut.
Right.
They can be used together.
Yeah.
AuthX creates passwordless sign-on for your users. So we can utilize a scan, like a Prox card, a passcode, or you can utilize biometrics as well. So at my desk at home, I have a fingerprint little monitor. So you can use facial recognition or fingerprints, stuff like that. Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So, all right. one last question,
Sure.
because I know you're nervous about doing this whole thing, which is okay. You're doing great. So, who is an ideal customer for you that we should be identifying?
So, like I said, an ideal customer is any customer that has printers already. And that's the beauty of it, is that you don't have to look for somebody to have a problem, because if they have computers and if they have printers, chances are they have security issues, or their print environment's not being monitored and managed closely. So really anybody. But I would say some of our biggest spaces right now are in education and healthcare.
Okay.
Yeah, but really we can work with anybody. I don't know if I mentioned, but PaperCut is vendor agnostic. So if you're only selling them one type of printer or one type of device, you're still going to be able to track everything that they're doing in their office, back of the house, front of the house. It brings it all together.
Perfect. All right. I would say you heard it here first, but that wouldn't be accurate either. But you did hear it here. If you guys have questions about PaperCut, or you have additional questions for Kelly, opportunities that you want to at least bring to her attention so you guys can discuss, please reach out to me. We'll connect you with Kelly. We're happy to make that introduction so you guys can try to move that conversation forward. Now, with that said, this comes to the part of the show, the on-tap part of the show that, quite frankly, is my favorite part of the show, is it's the on-tap portion. So today, we went with, this is a walnut brown ale. I think that says premium brown ale at the bottom.
Goodwood Walnut Brown Ale.
Goodwood Walnut Brown Ale.
Premium brown ale.
Guys, it's good beer. This right here is not acceptable. Not a fan. You guys got to have like a plastic wrap on here, but the beer's good. Did you try it yet?
I tried it. It's delicious.
It is good, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it. I think that you knew what I would like ahead of time.
I knew you liked porters.
Yeah.
And stouts, so I thought this would be a good fit.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, very malty. Somewhat, it's not too sweet, but it's got a sweeter kind of flavor to it, I think.
Definitely not overwhelmingly sweet.
That's good. All right,
Good.
guys. As always, thanks for watching. Kelly, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
All right.
I'm not as nervous as he thinks I am.
She told us she was super nervous, in all fairness. All right, guys, thanks again. Adios.
Bye-bye.